My name is PauloSoeiro. I work in Group Visabeira. It is a national group that works in the engineering activities. First of all, I would like to thank Francisco and Altis Labs to give us the opportunity to come here today. So I'm going to give you a quick overview. It's not so technical because then I would have to go into depth, and we don't have the time for it. So very quickly about us, we are a conglomerate group. We have a revenue on the range of 1.5 thousand million euro. So we work basically in engineering most of all, but then we have some, what is normally called non-related portfolio, like in the industry and tourism. In Visabeira, I work in a company that is what is there. It's in Portuguese, Visabeira R&D. So in Visabeira R&D, we have four different groups working on engineering. One of it is R&D in dematerialization of operations. So just to tell you, we are a big operations company in the fields of engineering and energy. So what we do over there is to, over all of these projects on the left, we do internal projects to, let's say, dematerialize and datify our operations. Just to give you a notion about that, we have about 6,000 different teams that do small services, like going to a customer's premises and install a fiber or a telecom equipment. That type of operation normally is worth 60 to 70 euro. So we do a lot of millions of those to be able to compile all of this revenue that you see over here. So we have a very big data management machine working on putting all of those operations together. And this has been developed by us. We call it the generalized workforce management system. So we have been working on this since the year 2000, so about 20 years ago. This is actually the reason why we are so big in terms of this type of company. Normally, these companies are working on the maximum 30 million euro bracket. We are quite a number of volumes above that. Then we have some advanced manufacturing that you see over there. That is basically implementation of SAP MII, Manufacturing Intelligence. So a dedicated module of a third-party supplier. And then you have the ones on the right-hand side. That's are the ones that I work in Visabeira. So basically, we do a lot of internal consultancy based on European programs and projects. So we have a number of things over there, like big data, zero defect manufacturing, data quality, CO2 capture, advanced cybersecurity, 5G, all of these projects, each one of them has a core functionality that we're working at. We'll go over it on the next slides. More than that, we are also in the resilience and recuperation program in Portugal from the Portuguese government, where we have we lead the eco-ceramics program. That is a very wide innovation program dedicated to ceramics. In Portugal, it gathers 47 partners, and it's financed on the rate of 120 million euro. Then we have another one that is Tax Pact. It's for the development of biometrics-enabled vests for professional applications. We do that with the CITEV and CENTI. And then we have the last but not least one on your right-hand side. That is a laboratory that we're just financed to do, also by the Portuguese government, and we'll go a little bit about that one. So about VTEB, so Visabeira, it's Visabeira Test Lab. You see a little bit here about how we are geared in terms of partners. So we have quite big industrial and sectorial partners working with us. both very old type of partners like AIP, that is almost 200 years old, as well as the new ZLTs and the new DHIs. In terms of service delivery model, we'll go a little bit about this V on the next slide, but we use the normal systems development V. So you have, this is, normally people just use the TRL system just to grade, technological reliability and maturity. But there is another one that NASA uses also for the systems development. That is the development V that you see over here. So that basically starts with the idea until what we call RAMS certifications. So RAMS certification is reliability, availability, maintainability, and security on top of on the top part of the V. In terms of user profiles, we have systems and platforms, physical products, digital products, and advanced industrial processes. So it's a very broad field of work. And our laboratory will have, because it's still being built, it will have 7 different key enabling technologies. And we'll go a little bit about that also. So in terms of mission statement, what we have is something that says we'll be creating this multi-technology laboratory capable of testing the latest cutting-edge technologies in technology transfer stage, this meaning ready to enter the market, assuring that they are fully ready for market launch. This means that when they reach the top level, they'll get this reliability, availability, maintainability, and security certification that will assure the people that are going to go to a funding stage after testing that they have a product that they go safely be invested by venture capital and reach the market. So over here, we'll go a little bit about this, our work model. So our work model is, you have on the left the functions that will be done by the startups and companies that will approach us. And on the right-hand side, you have the functions that will be done by us. So you have on the left-hand side, the normal, when intelligent people get together and they are organized. So you have ideation concept, setup of development of a bill of requirements, functional development of modules and integrated parts of the system, and then this Fab Lab production that will lead to a functional prototype. All of you know functional prototypes, there are some of the things that are over there, also on top of the tables. We'll pick up over here the functional prototype. We'll do integration testing, this meaning that we'll be testing that all parts of the system work fully together with each one. We'll do functional testing of the system. This means that we'll be checking that functional testing fully complies with the bill of requirements that was previously set up. We'll do interoperability testing, and this means that today, when we develop a system, it's supposed to work with a large number of other systems. So we'll be working on that phase in order to verify compliance, that the system we're testing will be able to work with other third-party systems, and then we'll achieve PEM certification. So that's something that is reliable, that is 99% available, that is maintainable, and that poses no security risks. This works for physical systems, platforms, and even for the large language models that we're speaking on the interval. So our target systems are systems that are already ready to, they are already on TRL 6, and the goal is to take them to TRL 9. This is again a little bit about RAMS. So you have the typical user profiles, and then the 4 parameters that will attest that the system is ready to go into venture capture capital system stage. Okay. And that's all for me. I think that I gave enough time. So last one, sorry, I forgot about this one. So we'll be over here in Aveiro, in PCI. So we'll have the main hub dedicated to manufacturing in Aveiro, and then a distributed computing IoT over ones, what is normally called smart cities or intermunicipal systems, but it's really distributed computing in Viseu.